Direct News TV. May 28, 2024. Israel's war on Gaza live, tent cities attacked as tanks roll into Rafah. Israeli forces shelled a tent camp in a designated safe zone west of Rafah and killed at least 21 people, including 13 women and girls, in the latest mass killing of Palestinian civilians. The UN Security Council convened an emergency meeting over Israel's ground invasion of Rafah as Spain, Ireland, and Norway formally recognized the state of Palestine. Strong waves break up U.S. military's $320 million Gaza aid pier. The US-led effort to operate a maritime aid corridor to Gaza has collapsed after strong waves broke up a temporary pier that took $320 million and 1,000 U.S. soldiers to construct. The pier was supposed to last until September but survived for just more than a week. During that time, it received about 1,000 metric tons of food. The Pentagon says it will replace the pier, but it is unclear when. 3 Palestinians killed in Israeli shelling of Khan Yunis. Our colleagues at Al Jazeera Arabic are reporting that 2 children were among the 3 people killed in an Israeli attack in Gaza's southern Khan Yunis. The shelling targeted the home of the Abu Jazzar family, I reported. Recognition of Palestine may pressure Israel to end conflict, says Norwegian People's Aid. Raymond Johansen, the Secretary General of Norwegian People's Aid, says he hopes as more countries recognize Palestinian statehood, it will pressure Israel to find a negotiated solution to the conflict in Gaza. It's very far away from negotiations between parties right now, but Norway's decision to recognize Palestine was a step in the right direction, the former Norwegian State Secretary for Foreign Affairs told Al Jazeera. Johansen added that if Washington changes its policy and puts pressure on Israel, then there will be a change in the peace process. But not before that, because definitely, the Israeli government has so much self-confidence in what they are doing, saying they will clean up everything. So far, they have been able to continue because the resistance towards their policy has not been strong enough, he said. Israel says fire after attack at Rafah tented camp was unexpected and unintended. Israel's military has said that Sunday's deadly attack on a tent camp near Rafah was a targeted strike against a compound housing senior Hamas terrorists, and the resulting fire was unexpected and unintended. The attack killed 45 Palestinians when a fire rapidly spread to nearby tents, razing the encampment in the Tal as-Sultan area to the ground. The attack has drawn widespread international condemnation and protests worldwide. Israeli forces spokesman Daniel Hagari said in a Tuesday video statement that the military is investigating what caused the fire and speculated that there could have been a weapons store next to the compound. Our munition alone could not have ignited a fire of this size. I want to repeat it, our munition alone could not have ignited a fire of this size, he claimed. Israel denies latest strike on civilian camp near Rafah that killed 21 people. The Israeli military has denied carrying out attacks on a tent camp housing displaced families in Al-Mawasi, near Gaza's southern city of Rafah, which have killed at least 21 people. Contrary to the reports from the last few hours, the Israeli military did not strike in the humanitarian area in Al-Mawasi, it said in a statement. At least 12 of those killed in Tuesday's attacks were women, medical officials in Gaza have said, while 64 people were wounded in the attacks, with 10 in critical condition. Israel previously designated Al-Mawasi, in western Rafah as a humanitarian area to which Palestinians should evacuate for their safety. The attack comes just 2 days after a strike on a tent camp in the Tal as-Sultan area near Rafah killed 45 Palestinians. The strike sparked a fire that spread rapidly, razing the encampment to the ground. Israeli air raids rained down on Palestinians returning home near Jabalia. Following reports of an Israeli military withdrawal from the Al-Fallujah area in the west of the Jabalia refugee camp, residents who began to return faced air attacks and artillery fire resulting in dozens killed and injured. Medical crews and volunteers are tirelessly extracting bodies from under the rubble amid dire conditions, with Israeli forces continuing a 17-day bombing campaign of the area in northern Gaza. The devastation is immense, particularly after Israeli ground forces entered. Witnesses report ongoing attacks on civilians and rescue teams, hindering evacuation efforts and documentation of the destruction. Al Jazeera's Anas al-Sharif, reporting from Jabalaya, describes the perilous situation amid the relentless Israeli assaults. Who delivers fuel, supplies to Gaza City Hospital amid intense hostilities? Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the Director General of the World Health Organization, WHO, said the agency delivered 15,000 liters, 3,963 gallons, of fuel, 14 hospital beds, medicines and trauma supplies to Al Ali Arab Hospital in Gaza City. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.